Goetze was a big part of like the initial practice acquisition. Like they were able to give me an entire book on all the, operatories, like what, the x-ray units, the supplies, the instruments, like they went through and had a whole book for me to give me a summary of everything for the practice acquisition. So that really helped. And then there were so many questions I had as a new dentist. And one of the first people I turned to was, my Goetze rep, talked to Gary, because he had an answer or a solution, and he'd find it. He'd find it for me. If he didn't know, he'd go ask someone else and find it. So I definitely felt very supported. And I think being like a female practice owner, like in my class, there was only one other person that bought a practice right out of school, and it was a guy. And there isn't that many women that I knew that were private practice owners at the time. And I just always felt like very supported. Like I felt like Goetze had my back. They always made me a priority and made me feel really special as I went through, built my confidence as a new dentist, honestly. Like as we bought the equipment, they did whatever they could to help me get the best deals. I mean, honestly, with the chairs, as we replaced them, they worked with what my goals were. I mean, it was great. I really do remember quite a few moments where I felt like they made me feel really special and gave me confidence in like what this next decision I was making for the practice. And it never was a bad choice. I'm so glad that I moved forward with like each step. And that's why I stayed with Goetze. And of course, we get courted by other suppliers and people try. And I'm like, no, I know that Goetze is going to take care of me. And if we ever have brought anything to Gary and said, hey, this is a price we can get here, he will find a way to match it or to get us that same supplies at a good price. The level of customer service is similar to what we would want to offer our patients, going above and beyond, doing the right thing. There's so many core values that we share with Goetze, and I think that's why we have such a good relationship.